Hi guys, it's August 16th, 2024. My name's Davey, and I am very interested in time travel. The concept of it, even if we actually were to have ever proved that it wasn't possible, and the science fiction of it, I love the concept. I couldn't tell you how many times I've watched Back to the Future, and especially like the concept of actual hoverboards and, in part two, and Terminator movies. I love that stuff. I thought it was just fascinating how something from the future could reach back to the past with the intent to alter it. Now, here's something people don't consider. All right. Well, here's the thing. What they don't consider. Okay, let me just go on to what the going thing is that says that time travel is. We're getting hung up on entropy. So they're saying, like, for instance, this bottle. Okay, bad example, but a bottle of glass. You drop it on the floor, it breaks. There's no way to. That's the entropy growing, and the law of entropy states that it is always growing more complex. So that is an example of its complexity growing in grandeur. So the funny thing is, we're not looking at time. Let me see if I can make this. I really should have grabbed some strings. So time is another dimension. It's even another dimension of space, but we call it time. It's another space that we can't see unless we're going faster than c. And in order to do that, I don't really know yet, we need the power to do it. So here's time. A to z, right? Going upward. When you go faster than light, you're no longer bound by the law that says that the bottle started here and then climbed up and, in other words, fell off the table and broke as you climb up the moment. When you step, I'm going to use movies because they make a lot of really good, imagination sometimes has treasures in it, Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. When they go in through their telephone booth and they go back through time, or they go forward through time, there looks like there's all these tubes. Those are causality lines. Let's just call it that way, okay? I mean, that's not what they are in the movie, but that's what I'm going to use them as. So when you step out of one of those, it's like you stepped out of the videotape in the VCR or the DVD in the DVD player, or you step out of the article that has the movie in it, and you thereby go into another copy of the very same movie, automatically, because in the one where the cup broke, we didn't have time travel. It took somebody from a future time where we actually have it to go back in time to the times when we don't have it, and they would end up in, ultimately, a separate universe that it's a little bit mind-boggling, but the double slit experiment proves that we do have multiple causalities. The light interferes with itself. So there are interference patterns like waves. And using water for that representation, for the depiction of it, is smart, but you really can't. I'm sorry, I had a call coming in. You really can't, yeah, I lost my train of thought when the phone called. So when you look at time as a unit of space, the best way that I've been able to do this is to recognize that all that galaxies in the universe are in motion. If you picture like 10 of them, each one of them is the shape that you understand is like the Milky Way. Let's just call it a spiral galaxy times 10. So there's but if you were traveling faster than light, you would now be privy to their actual destination and their starting point, and they would all have started from the same point per the theory of the Big Bang. Otherwise, there were multiple Big Bangs. So I don't like that part. And it's kind of cool to think that the universe started with a fireworks show, but that one's probably more than anything could be. Anyways, when you look at it from going faster than light, the galaxies, you could see their beginning, their end. So it would look like streaks, perhaps like streaks, with a galaxy at the point that you decide to look at. You'd have to go back down below C in order to get back down to where the blurred lines stop blurring. We already have evidence that things escape the unescapable. So, for instance, black holes, they say nothing can escape a black hole, not even light. But we've been detecting X-rays and microwaves from them. And then there's these awesome things that exit out of the north and south poles of them, jets. And they travel at 99 point such percent the speed of light. And I frankly had even believed it was light, but with such a high energy density that it became matter, and then thus the Fermi bubbles over the galaxies that look like big, beautiful crystals of the atoms that they're made of. Maybe I'll write a book. It'll be there. So I will find a better way to word what I have said in writing, and I do hope that you take a gander one day. All right, cheers.